Hello Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Gemini, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energies. With all that being said, Gemini, let's get started. How does Gemini currently view this relationship? All right, Gemini. So we do have the Three of Pentacles, we do have the Six of Cups, and then we also have the Chariot out here. I'm getting two different storylines, Gemini, so take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't, okay? For some of you, this could definitely represent an energy of you giving someone from your past a second chance, okay? I do feel like you're hoping for the best when it comes down to giving this particular person a second chance, but you're also kind of preparing yourself for the worst. A lot of you might fear that history is just going to continue to repeat itself in this entire situation. Are you hoping that this time around things will get better between the two of you? Absolutely. But again, it's that energy of hoping for the best but preparing yourself for the worst. I just kind of feel like you're very curious to see what's going to end up happening here between you and this person this time around. Now, if this is somebody new that you currently find yourself connecting with, I do feel like you're very curious to see where life could possibly take the both of you. I mean, so far things are looking really good between the two of you. Communication's on point. You know, this is somebody that you enjoy being around. This is somebody that you enjoy speaking to, spending time with. You know, this is also somebody that you mesh very, very well with. And it's also somebody that, you know, you do have a very strong and intense soul type connection with. This person, by the way, might make you feel like you've known them your whole entire life, even though technically speaking, you know what I mean, you haven't, which just goes to show that you and this person have a very strong, intense connection with one another. But yeah, like I said, I feel like you're very curious to see where life could possibly take the both of you. I mean, it's unfolding really nicely here between the two of you so far. So you're very curious to see, like, you know, what's going to end up happening next here between the two of you. Like, are the two of you going to end up in higher levels of commitment with one another or not? Like, I just kind of feel like you're just simply taking it day by day, and you know, whatever happens, happens, right? But let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship with Gemini? So we do have the Page of Pentacles, we do have the Ace of Wands, and then we also have the Three of Cups. So again, two different storylines here. Take what resonates with you and leave behind what doesn't. So for some of you, this could totally represent somebody wanting a reconciliation, you know, with you. It kind of looks like this person goes from being 100% done with this entire situation with you to not wanting to essentially be done after all. So I do see this person definitely wanting, you know, a second chance here with you. And I do see you giving them that second chance. Now, if this is somebody new, that you currently find yourself connecting with the Ten of Swords to the Four of Swords coming out here, I do feel like prior to, you know, this person essentially meeting you, they may have recently experienced a divorce or possibly, you know, an ending here with someone that they were with for a long period of time. So I do feel like if this person was married, they were with this person for a long period of time. If they were in a situationship, they were with this, you know, individual for a long period of time. Or if they were in a relationship, they were with this individual for a long period of time. But it looks like, you know, for whatever reason, things came to an end here between these two. You know, I feel like the ending in itself caused this person to not really want anything to do with love. I am definitely getting that, but I feel like now that this person has officially met you, it's like you're kind of giving this person every reason to not want to give up on love. You see what I mean? Like, because I feel like the ending of this relationship, dude, it had this person feeling like they wanted nothing to do with love. So I feel like they kind of shied away from it as far as like love is concerned. But I feel like now that they've officially met you, it's like, I don't know, things are changing for this person. It's like they go from I want nothing to do with love to like on second thought, I actually want everything to do with love now. So you're definitely giving this person a lot of like hope when it comes down to love. Something that they really didn't have prior to essentially meeting you. How does Gemini currently feel? All right, let's see. Ooh, come on. Okay. So we do have the Knight of Wands. We do have the Three of Swords. And then we also have the King of Pentacles out here. Okay. Okay. If this is somebody that you're deciding to give a second chance to, okay, because this could definitely represent, you know, you reconciling with someone from your past. Even though things between the two of you have been unfolding very nicely here and they haven't been doing anything to hurt you or, disappoint you, with the Three of Swords coming out here, it's as if you feel like it's only a matter of time before they mess up. It's only a matter of time before they hurt you again. It's only a matter of time before they disappoint you again. I see you trying your hardest to just take it day by day and remain, optimistic and hopeful. But due to your history with this person, this is what's causing you to feel like they're going to hurt you again. They're going to disappoint you again. But even though you feel like they're going to hurt you and disappoint you again, I still see you kind of, sticking in there and seeing what ends up happening in the end between the two of you. Now, if this is like a new person that we're talking about here, I think that you can tell how serious this person is about you. I think that you can tell how much this person really does want you in a relationship with you. And it's starting to kind of scare you just a little bit. I'm being honest. Like, it's starting to kind of scare you just a little bit. It's causing you to feel like you're in a very vulnerable situation. You know what I mean? Because what if? This person breaks your heart. What if this happens? What if that happens? So I do feel like, you're starting to kind of get a little scared because, again, you can tell like, man, like this person really is serious about me. They really do want to be with me. They really do want to build with me. And these are things that you genuinely want to have with this person. So the feeling is essentially mutual in that aspect, but I just feel like you're scared. I just feel like you're scared that you're going to get your heart broken, but I see you trying your hardest to remain hopeful and optimistic. How does this person currently feel? So if this is somebody that you recently decided to essentially reconcile with Gemini, because I am definitely getting that storyline strongly for some of you out there. I do feel like this person, truly does want the two of you to just kind of leave the past in the past and just start over with one another. And that's exactly what I see this person doing, leaving the past in the past and just simply starting over, with you. So the way that they went about this relationship with you in the past, they quickly realized that if they continue to go about this relationship the way that they've been going about it, they're going to keep getting the same old outcome, and that's something that they want to avoid from experiencing. As far as like another breakup is concerned, another fight, another argument, another disagreement. So they're very determined to do things differently this time around with you in hopes that they'll get a different outcome. If this is somebody brand new that we're talking about here, I think the both of you are a little scared. Okay, I think that both of you are a little scared. I think that you can tell how serious they are about you and how much they really do like you. And I think this person can tell how much you really like them and how serious you are about them. And it is definitely scaring them, you know what I mean? Because it causes them to feel like they're falling into like a very vulnerable situation because the both of you are. I do feel like they're afraid that, they're going to end up getting hurt and disappointed in the end, but I don't see that stopping them, from, pursuing a life with you. So even though they're scared of getting their heart broken, just like, you are, they're very determined to see this entire situation through, just like you are. The fact that the both of you are so scared just goes to show that your heart is in it and so is theirs, which is a good sign. What actions will Gemini take towards this person or moving forward? So in regards to how you plan on moving forward, Gemini, if this is somebody that you decided to recently reconcile with, the fear of this person hurting you again and disappointing you again is starting to really bother you and eat at you. And I do see you having a conversation with this person about it. And I do see this person, reassuring you, I'm not going to hurt you, I'm not going to disappoint you, and, things of that nature. And I do feel like it is going to bring some temporary comfort, into your life as far as like them reassuring you is concerned. I just kind of feel like it's one of those things where you need to see it to believe it. Like you need to see that this person has actually changed in order to believe that, okay, like they're not going to hurt me again. They're not going to disappoint me again. They're not going to put me through this, down the third ever again. So you just got to see it, to believe it. Okay. Because by them reassuring you, even though it might bring some temporary relief into your life, you're still going to find yourself worried and concerned about but what if they do this to me again? And what if they do that to me again? I am definitely getting that. So you just got to see it to believe it. You know what I mean? Now, if this has everything to do with like a brand new person, for prime example, okay? Okay. Going back to like what I said, Gemini, I think that you can tell how serious this person is about you and pursuing a life with you is concerned. And I do see you essentially, you know, falling into this like energy of asking them like 21 questions. Like, well, how could you be so sure that you know, want to be with me? How could you be so sure that you want to build with me? You know, things of that nature is kind of what I see you doing. Like, I just kind of see you questioning this person. Like, well, are you sure you really want to be with me? Are you sure you're really ready for something serious? Well, how could you be so sure that you want me? You know what I mean? How could you be so sure that, you know, you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Like, how could you be so sure? And, you know, things of that nature. So that's kind of what I see you doing. I just feel like you need reassurance from this person. Like, I feel like that's kind of what you need, because right now you find yourself in a position where you feel very, very vulnerable. And because you find yourself in a situation that causes you to feel very, very vulnerable, you really do need, you know, that reassurance from this person that they're not here to hurt you, and that they really do love you, and that they really do care about you, and that they really do want to essentially build, you know, with you. So yeah, this to me just kind of feels like an energy of you just kind of needing that reassurance. So that's kind of why you're asking them the amount of questions that you're asking them. Like, are you sure you really want to be with me? Are you sure you're really serious? You want to do this? Like, it has that type of, you know, feel to it, but it's just because you need that reassurance. Because right now you're scared. You're so scared of getting your heart broken. It's not even funny. In regards to what actions they plan on taking in your direction, if this is in fact a reconciliation that's taking place here between you and this person, I feel like this person's goal is to make you feel safe and secure. So maybe in the past you never really felt safe and secure with this person. So I do see this person realizing if they're able to make you feel safe and secure, the relationship between the two of you is just going to get better from this point on. So I see this person going out of their way to do things to make you feel safe and secure with them. And I do see them accomplishing and achieving that. So you may have told this person in the past, well, if you were to just stop doing this and stop doing that, I'll feel safe and secure with you. Well, I see them, you know, deciding I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm not going to do that anymore, because they know that once they're able to make you feel safe and secure with them, all of the problems that you guys had in the past are just going to simply go away, and it's going to become a thing of the past. And I do see them successfully, you know, achieving that as far as, you know, making you feel safe and secure with them is concerned. If this is a brand new person, you know, that we're talking about here, Gemini, I think that this person's ready. I think this person's ready to take things a step further with you. And I do see them conveying all of that to you and expressing all of that to you, which is kind of like going back to this energy that we were talking about when we were looking at you and your energy. Well, how can you be so sure that you, you know, want a relationship with me? How can you be so sure that, you know, you're ready for a committed relationship? How could you be so sure that I'm the one for you? How can you be so sure that, you know, you want to spend the rest of your life with me? Like, how can you be so sure? How can you be so sure? All of this is really coming from an intuitive place. It's one of those things where it's like, when you know, you just know. You know what I mean? It's a hard thing to describe as far as the feeling that they're feeling in reference to you, but they just know. They just know that you're the one. It's just kind of hard to explain it and put it into words, but they just know. You know, when you know, you just know. You know. So yeah, I do believe that reassuring you along the way is definitely going to like help you on this journey, because this journey that you're currently on, it's a scary journey. It's a scary journey because you're scared of getting your heart broken, you know, by this person. So I think that, you know, them, you know, constantly reassuring you is definitely going to help you along this journey until you find yourself feeling 100%, you know, safe and secure, you know, with this person. All right, so that is what I have for you, Gemini. Hopefully the reading helped, hopefully it resonated, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.